What's up, guys? This is my show, and I'm Vu. You are afraid to be different. You fear to speak English in crowd, in front of people. You fear that people will criticize you. You are shy to speak English out loud in your classroom, maybe, or in your family, though. Even you know that English is necessary. English is very important in your life, and you need to practice English every time. You even know that the best way to speak English fluently is practice English every day, as much as possible, right? But you still feel shy to speak English out loud. Maybe you just stay at your room and whisper like, I want to speak English, I want to speak English. Hi, how are you? Just practice like this. But it's not effective. It's not effective by that way. If you learn English by that way, it's not effective at all. Or even when you communicate with people by that way, people will not respect you. They will not understand you clearly because your voice so sweeper, almost silent. So you want to speak English fluently, you want to communicate well in English. You need to practice and you need to shout your answer, your English. But I know the much hard things that you need to overcome if you want to shout your English. It is your fear. Your fear to be different. To be different in your life, in your education, in your English. Because as normal people, they always keep silent when they learn English. So they take a textbook and they just read the textbook. But I would say that is the bullshit in textbook. They just learn grammar. But how they improve English? By that way, just keep silent. Just sit on a chair all day. Keep silent and read the textbook. Without conversation, without the real conversation, without the feeling, without the emotion in English. How they improve it? How they improve their English by that way? They cannot. But at least, if they can improve, it's very, very small. The more you stay and afraid to be different, the more your English will get lower and lower. Your energy of English is get lower and lower. You need to change. You need to face with your fear. I know the fear is come from where? I know where it's come from. I know your fear to be different. You are shy to be different. You are shy to speak English. And I know the root cause. And I will share with you right now. It is from school. Your fear comes from school. By taking the whole day, the whole time at school, at your classroom, with your friends, with your teacher, and always get criticism from people, from your friends, even your close friends. Do you think that you can't speak out loud, speak English in your classroom? Or you take one of your friends and speaking English with them? Do you think you can do it? I could not do it when I was school. Now, even now, I'm working, but sometimes I practice English. I still feel fear. I still feel shy to speak English out loud, to shout my English, to shout my answer in English. So you can know that if you are a student now, the fear is so big and it's really serious. To get a great English, to get a great pronunciation, you need to practice. And because you need to practice, that's why you need to overcome your fear, to overcome the criticism from people. You need to take your time. You need to be different. Because, today in Vietnam, I would say that in Vietnam, so many students, they cannot speak English well. Even though they can communicate, they can pronounce their English words correctly. They are afraid to speak English exactly as a native speaker. I don't know why. They're afraid. I'm afraid to, even though they want to speak English as a native speaker, but they are afraid. They're afraid to practice. They're afraid to learn. They're afraid to face with their fear. But if you want to do something, you just do it. The fear is maybe very big. But when you know the root cause, when you know the reason, it's easier to overcome, to get over your fear. So now I think about my time in school. I would say that the knowledge is less than my fear. My time in school, I learned about fear. I learned about being afraid to be different. I learned about to be shy, to stand in front of people. Because the teacher didn't teach me those skills. The teacher they gave me the grace. They gave me the criticism. Whenever I want to be different. My friends also, even my close friend, they gave me criticism. They gave me bad attitude if they want to be different. Why it happens to me? And why it happens to all students in Vietnam now? Whoever wants to be different, they get criticism. So I think that we need to change. We need to change the education. We need to change the school. But as I say, we need to take time. It's not a short term, it's a long term. And if we want to change, we need to change ourselves. And now, time for you to change yourself. To face with your fear. To be different. Only when you are being different, you're gonna achieve success. You're gonna achieve your dream, your big goal ever. Only then. If you want to speak English fluently, you need to practice. You need to shout your answer by English. When you practice English at your home, at your school, on the street, you're afraid. It doesn't matter. Overcome that. Overcome that fear. Time for you. Don't waste your time. If you want to speak English fluently, if you want to have a great pronunciation, if you want to understand people who are speaking English, you need to action. You need to have action. You need to take change now, right away. I give you more and more energy to learn English because I want you to get success. I want you to achieve your goal. And I want you to realize what is the root cause to stop you to achieve your goal, to stop you to be success. Okay, overcome your fear. Don't be shy to speak English. And when you practice, let's shout English. Say it out loud as much as possible. Okay, that's it for today. And I'm very happy because you are watching my show. Have a nice day and see you next time.